everyone. Welcome back. Ugh. I've been working on projects today, trying to get stuff going, and oh my goodness, I just stuck my fingers right in wet resin. Okay, so this bigger scale project that I've been talking about on the last two frogs, that I have been referring to. We're going to start that. I had to get a couple things prepared first, and so that I could get a head start on it, because it's going to take a while, because this project's going to be done in steps, lots of steps. So here's what we're going to be doing. Basically, the subscriber that recommended this was Haley Marie, and this is going to be based off of another video, another channel, and it's Tea and Art. She, I think a week or so ago, she did a video on, she took a skull and she put a bloom in the top of the skull. Well, Haley came up with this idea of doing this, but we're going to expand on that. Now, she did say in her message that she gave Tea and Art this, I think her name's Shayna, or Shayna, I think is what her name is. She did give her this idea too. So if she does it as well, then I'll be curious to see how she tackles this project too. So basically what it is how Haley explained it to me, and hopefully I understand how she wants this done. But we're going to take the skull, which I've already put the first clear layer in it, and we're going to put a bloom, and I've already done my first bloom, but I made it in a coaster, and the color I chose was dark orchid, I think, or dark magenta, one of the two. I think it's dark. Gosh, I don't remember. One of these. Originally, I was going to do 4 different blooms in 4 different colors, but then I went back and I read Haley's instruction, and she only suggested color in the first bloom. So basically, we're going to put this bloom there, and then as we do the layers, we're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but we're not going to put color in the blooms. So so that's how this is going to work. And so and the reason I made this in a coaster is because I can't reach down inside there to do the first one. And so I made it in a coaster, and this is a 3-inch by 3-inch coaster, and it fits exactly in there. So this first one is done, so I'm going to mix up some resin, and we're going to place this first one inside of here, and then we're going to pour some clear resin, place it in there, and then once that is cured, then we're going to put another clear layer on top of that, and then hopefully by that point I can reach enough in there to, because basically we're just going to be doing clear and white, and we're going to be doing petals. That's it, no color. And if I have to use a pipette to do the petals, then I can do, excuse me, then I can do that. But at this point, for this layer, this is what we're going to put in there first. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up some resin so we can add this one to this, and then because I'm pretty sure, I mean, I might be able to go ahead and pour the resin on top of this and start the next bloom. I'll see what it looks like once we get it in there. This is all new, so it's gonna be a figure it out as we go thing. So let me get some resin mixed up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so let's take a look at the bloom first. This is what it looks like. Now, Haley said she wants me to make sure that my bloom petals are thicker. So we're going to have to make sure that I do that from this point forward and not to swirl, I think is what she said. So that being said, I need to move this closer to me because I can't see. So let me get some resin poured in there. I need to get me a stick because make sure that it's clean, doesn't have any debris, and pour on my stick because I just ran this through my vacuum chamber. We're just going to pour enough so that the flower bloom, or this thing, can lay right on top of that. Alright, so it needs to go this way. So let's stick this in there. I gotta get it in there, and I may need some help coaxing it in there. Well, let me stick my fingers in there. All right. First one is in. Now I'm going to pour some more resin to fill up around it so there's no bubbles, and hope it don't float. It shouldn't. And I may have to run this through my vacuum chamber just to get any bubbles out from underneath it, which is not a problem because I can see bubbles underneath it. Because I want this to be as clear as can be. Okay, I need to pour a little more in there. It's not quite covering it. All right, now it's covered. And it's there. Okay, let me go run this through my vacuum chamber and get those bubbles out from underneath it, and I'll be right back. Wow, y'all, you wouldn't think that there would be any bubbles in there. But, ooh, was there ever a lot of bubbles? It's craziness. Okay, now I got to thinking we definitely have to wait for this layer to cure, because if I don't let it cure, all of that's going to go underneath that coaster, and it's not going to be right. So we have to wait for this to cure, and then we'll come back, we'll pour some more resin on it, and we'll do the petals. So yeah, okay, we'll see you in a little while. Bye. Okay guys, we're back. It's time for our first layer of hand, making our petals by hand. I need to try to get some more light in here. I'm going to bring you guys forward just a little bit so you can see. Bring some light in on this subject. There. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pour the resin. Pour it on a stick here. Get a better stick. All right. Here we go. And I already have my white mixed up. Can you guys see inside there? If I turn it this way here. I'm going to attempt this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I just can't reach down inside there. Do I have a long neck wire? This might help. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Okay, I'm going to try to do this pipette. All right, here we go. Here we go. going slow because I'm trying to make my lines really thick. I gotta pick up some more. And I gotta turn it. This is so hard to do, you guys. I mean, I'm seriously really hard because you have all these obstacles. All right, we're gonna stop there. And I'm going to go in and fix my places. All right. Swear to gosh. And I'm only going to go in just once. I'm not going to pull out. Try not to move this. Too much. Look at a freaking hair in there. All right, there's that one. Now we'll let that one sit, and then we'll come back and do another clear layer, and we'll do it again. This time we'll make a bigger one because it's going to cover more space. All right, guys, see you in a little while. Bring you down so you can take a look at this, see what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but that's what it looks like so far. All right, guys. Is that better? Can you see it better that way? All right, we'll see you in a little while. Bye. Okay guys, we are back. Here, I think we're done with the layers because basically this was supposed to be just in the head area. So get these drips cleaned off here. So here is what I think I am going to do. Just because I don't want to take away from what we've accomplished here with these blooms, and that is we are going to pour the rest in clear. We're not brushing any chameleon powders or mica powders or anything like that on the teeth. We're just going to pour it clear. But I did consider putting like an interference powder, you know, on there. You know, just on the teeth area. But I kind of decided against that. So she did say that I could put like leaves, you know, at the top. So I have these. And so I thought it'd be kind of neat to put some of these at the top in like this kind of a shape, just like that. So I think I'm going to place those. This I think is tacky enough that they will stick. So I'm just going to place them in there. Yeah, it's just tacky enough so they'll stay. Right there. And then we'll put 2 more this way. And then put the other one on this side. Hopefully it'll fit. Should. If I can just reach in there to get it. This is complicated. Maybe if I can just use my hands. Reach inside there. Push it back as far as I can. Just like that. I mean, it might be not what she had in mind, but I thought it was kind of cool because they're iridescent, and instead of making this all iridescent, I thought that would be kind of cool. All right, now for the resin, I think I'm just going to add the Marabou alcohol inks. Running over here. And that will give everything else a little sparkle. But it won't take away from anything else we've done. If that makes sense. Now I lost count on how many layers we did. I just know it was a lot. Okay. These wiped off. I keep forgetting to tell you guys, any of you that have skin problems, I don't, and have issues with resin, UV resin, I haven't, never have. Only thing I have problems with is allergies in my freaking nose. But like, if you guys have reactions to any of the resins or UV resins or whatever, and you're just using nitrile gloves, I have a solution for you. And the reason I know these work is because back when COVID started, my husband got it back when it first started, not recently, but when COVID first came out. And he got it bad and was sick for like a month. And I was at my sister's in Colorado, and my doctor advised me not to even come home, so I wasn't even here. But he was sick. And he had it so bad that after he got over it, he got on his hands, he now has permanent damage, eczema from it. And so he has to wear gloves 24/7. And the nitrile gloves, just the regular nitrile gloves, were not helping because they would rip constantly, and they just would not. And plus, you know, some nitrile gloves just aren't, the things can get through them, that kind of thing. Well, his brother, who lives in Florida, found these gloves on Amazon, and he bought him a box of 500 of them. But anyway, the name of them is called Venom Steel. And I want to tell you guys, these gloves are the bomb.com. I use them every day. That's what you see me wearing. They have different strengths, different thicknesses, different colors. Not that the color matters, because the color the thicknesses go by the color. I use bring them out here. They go by tough, tougher, toughest. And they're textured, powder free, latex free. You can use them for painting, auto cleaning, and but anyway, nothing gets through these gloves. Nothing. And what is also good about it is you can reuse them a couple of times. Nothing sticks to them. When I get resin on them and I wipe it off, it doesn't stick. Doesn't make them, they're not sticky. What made me think of this was I was watching Base Resonator the other day, and it looks like he was having some issues with his skin, and Jesus. And so I recommended these to him. And so I thought, if any of you guys were having this issue, I would tell you about them so that you could get them. Now, they do sell them at Menards. So if you have a Menards in your area, they do have them at Menards, which is where I get mine. But if you need them in bulk, You can get boxes of 500 of them on Amazon. So, just an FYI. That is 8 ounces right there. So once that gets a little tacky, I can come in and fill up the rest. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, we can get this demolded tonight. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Now, I'm not going to bring you back for the last layer because basically I'm doing just the same thing I'm doing here. So I'll bring you back on demold. I think I'm going to put one of these in right here. I don't know if it'll stay or if it'll float. I might wait till it's a little tacky to put it in there. So I'm going to put a leaf right there so that it reflects off the teeth. Alright guys, we'll see you on demold. Bye! Welcome back everybody. Well, let's get this out of here and see what we've got. Alright, let's see here. See if I can get this started to roll. I got it over next to me, so give me a minute here. Just trying not to spray alcohol on it, but it's in there pretty tight. I don't want to let go either. Let me see if I can do it this direction. There we go. Oh no. What happened here? Well, that's odd. It's cured everywhere except for the cheekbones. How's that even possible? I wondered about that because when I poured that resin in there on that layer, it was acting funny. Like, I mean, really funny. Huh. Like when I poured it in there, when I came back after 2 hours, it was like a, what do I want to say? It was like a because that's the layer that has the leaves in it. And it was like a jelly consistency. And I hesitated, but I mean, it was tacky, so that's weird. It's cured everywhere except for right there and right there. That's really strange. Well, I'm going to flip her over here so you can see it, and we just won't touch those. But look at that. I don't know if this is what she was wanting, but it looks pretty cool. I'm trying not to touch this. Let me put some gloves on here, just a second. So that's what it looks like from the top. And then into the eyeballs, you can see the blooms. On the side, you can see the blooms as they got bigger. Which, it does look really cool. But I don't know if this is what she wanted. I don't know. I don't know if this was the effect that she was wanting. I don't know if the layers needed to be closer together. I don't know. I mean, it looks really cool, but I'm almost thinking that this bloom needed to be small, like small, and then they, I mean, because each bloom got bigger, but I don't know. I don't know, Haley. I mean, this looks really cool on top. And you can see each bloom got bigger each time. But, and then it's in the eyes. That is really cool looking in the eyes. I just don't know if this is what she was trying to achieve, or this is what she wanted to achieve. And looking at it sideways, you can see each bloom. I don't know. I mean, it looks very cool. Very cool indeed. And then the bottom, you can really see the leaves in there. It reflects off of the light. But it's really cool. Just don't know if this is what I'm trying to wipe this off, because it's got resin from when I touched it. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely cool. I just hope this is the effect that she was looking for. Well, Haley, I'm gonna post the video, and then I guess you'll have to tell me if this is what you were looking for. But it is very cool. Very cool. And why that happened, I don't know. It's just strange. But I'll let them cure up. Hopefully they cure. And everything else is cured. just not those cheekbones. It's really weird. So there's the skull. That's what it looks like. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe the first layer wasn't supposed to be colored. I don't know. But that's the way I interpreted it. But it is very cool. Very cool indeed. Very, very cool. Alright guys, well, we'll have to wait and see what Miss Haley says on it. Okay, well, this ends this chapter on this experiment. I'm sure I didn't do something right, but I sure hope this is what she was looking for. I don't know for 100% certainty, but it's done. I do like the top of the head thing. It looks really cool. And I can do it again if it's not what she was wanting, but this is how it turned out. So one more look. It's from the top, the side, the back. And then it's the bottom. Alright guys, that's it. It's complete. So, Haley, let us know if this is what you were wanting. If not, give me some other instructions and I'll see if I can recreate it. I might try it in the smaller skull because maybe this one's too big. I don't know. But anyway, alright guys, thanks for coming in with me on this journey, and Haley, let us know if this is what you were wanting or if we need to change something. Alright guys, have a great evening. Bye.